boy L Boogie. You know I'm blessing the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over and I still want some more. How about you? You know I am. You know I am. I don't care what you say. You know I am. You know I'm blessing the Lord. Doggone it. Let me tell you something, man. This week has been, I would say, a character building week. And it has made me, shed some light on some things that I need to do. And right after this, guess what? We're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna share with you some different things I had to do, and I want you to make sure that you tune in. Turn up. Yeah. So first of all, I got my last call. I called a couple of people about this incident that I had. There was a particular incident that I had, and matter of fact, I had to go to the port. This is the whole story. I had to go to the port, so I booked this load going to the port in where was it at? Somewhere in Texas. I can't even think. Yeah, somewhere in Texas. So I booked the load going from the port in Texas. And then it was going from the port in Texas going to Louisiana. And so when I booked the load, everything was everything. Everything was good. And so I got there and I was like, yeah, I'm here to pick up, the 3 tractors that I'm supposed to pick up. And it was like, no, the 2 tractors. No, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. So I said, yeah, I'm here to pick up these, whatever it was. My mind went blank for some reason. So I said, I'm here to pick up 2 or 3 tractors or whatever. They're like, okay, the tractors out there, you got to get them, you got to drive them up. And I was like, what? I got to drive them up myself? And I wasn't expecting that at all. So I didn't even know how to drive a tractor. So it's these John Deere tractors that I had to pull up. And man, these things, like, when I tell you right now, it made me want to be a farmer. So I'm having to drive these things up on my step deck. And had to drive them up on this ramp and had to back up to the step deck. Had to drive them up on the ramp. Then I had to drive them onto the truck, onto the step deck. And I'm like, man, like these things right here, like off the chain. And so it took me forever to find the things because you got to match up the barcodes and the numbers and everything with the numbers that you got. And you got to find out how to drive the things. And I ain't never drove one before, and I'm trying to figure out like what do I do. I had to go get some help, and it was crazy. But anyway, I'm driving the things up there, and I'm like, man, this right here makes me want to go be a farmer. Like, because it was like, those tractors are amazing. It made me want to sing my song, International Harvester. So, I'm over here at the port, and I'm looking for these different tractors. Trying to find out, since I'm over here, I got to load these things myself. So I got to drive them over here and drive them up onto my step deck trailer and then chain them down. So that should be a lot of fun. The details. All right, so I'm in Galveston right now. And I just drove my first tractor on the trailer. So it was one of these, just like this one right here. So just drove that thing on there, boy. Hey, that make you. I feel like I would need me a tractor now. I need to get me some land. So I can get me a tractor. Them tractors nice, man. They got air conditioning in there, and they got radios, and I mean it's real nice what these things got in them. But yeah, over here at the port, so everybody driving them new these new BMWs from wherever they coming from. They're coming off of this ship right here. So yeah, it's real nice, man. This is a different experience, but at the same time, yeah, check the details. This gives me another question to ask when I'm picking up a load. Do I have to drive the stuff on there? Because I already got a book of questions that I ask anyway when I go to when I'm booking a load. So I already got a book of questions that I ask anyway. So yeah, this will be another question that I gotta ask. Do I gotta drive equipment I'm glad I'm not taking one of them big combines. I was talking to a dude earlier. He was like, them things are a nightmare. But it just depends on, I guess, what you're hauling and who's hauling it, you know, your preference or whatever. So yeah. Alrighty. So when I get up here, I gotta check the serial number and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna show y'all that, but let's see. Alright. Yo. I had to ask somebody to show me earlier how to crank this thing up. Well, not how to crank it up, but how to actually use it. So, as you can see in here, here's the radio they got up there, the CD player and stuff like that. Over here are all your gears and stuff, your air, your heat. I mean, farming ain't like what it used to be, but when you out there burning up in the hot sun. So, yeah, it's pretty good. So, alrighty, so here we go. This right here, but if I did have my own tractor, the first song I play, I'm the son of a third generation farmer, been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. Oh my God, giving hard working comeback driver, hogging up the road with my flower, chicken-licking 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. But anyway, I'm driving the tractors up there, chaining the things down. So I'm like, okay, you know, let me find a good place to chain this thing at. And so that I don't mess up the paint. Man, these tractors are so lovely. I'm the son of a third generation farmer. Been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, so I crack myself up. Man, it's amazing. But anyway, so I get on to the so I start driving or whatever, and I say, you know what, let me go ahead and take a fuel break, because we'll just drive later on, you know. So that's what I did. I went on, got ready to take a fuel break. So as I'm driving in Texas, I'm driving, and I'm like, so I see this truck that's coming up beside me, because you know I'm always checking for 5. Front, back, side to side, and myself. So I see this truck coming up. So as I see this truck coming up, it's crazy because I'm like looking at it, and it just kind of like stood out different from the rest. You know, trucks be passing you and everything. So truck stood out different from the rest. So I'm driving. As the thing get ready to pass me, and I'm getting ready to get off. This dude has a flatbed trailer with a whole bunch of gravel on it. And so the thing is like the tractor is bouncing up and down, like bouncing up and down. And as the tractor is bouncing up and down, I'm like, oh man, let me slow down some. Cause this dude, he about to get I don't want him busting out my windshield, cause last year, as I told you before, like my first load out to Texas, I had somebody hit my windshield and crack the thing. And so I said, shoot. I said, let me slow down something, cause I don't want no cracked windshields or nothing like that. So when I slowed down, when I started slowing down, I said, I seen this dude trailer like boom, 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 like that right there. And but I seen some rocks come off that thing, and I'm looking in my mirror. It was like it happened in slow motion. The tractor, the rock came off of the tractor, and when it came off of the tractor, it was a boom, and it just bounced. I could see it in my mirror, and I seen it went up on my. I seen it went up on my trailer, and man, that thing, I had these John Deere tractors up there, and boom, that thing busted the glass out of my John Deere tractor, and I'm on the way like, man, what in the world? So luckily I was getting off, so I had to get off the road and pull into a truck stop, because I don't like, man, what in the world am I supposed to be doing? Like, what? what just happened? Like, I'm in total shock. Like, man, I'm about to get fired, man. Like, oh, man, I ain't even do this. This rock came up and hit me. Why I have to do that? Jesus, why I have to do that? But anyway, so I come up, and as I'm coming up, and the thing is, like, as I'm coming up to the stop sign, or to the red light, I get up there, and I turn in. This dude was like, you can't drive like that. And I was like, what? He was like, you can't drive like that. And so I was looking and trying to figure out, like, what is this dude talking about? You know, and I knew, well, in my mind I was like, okay, I'm about to go to the truck stop and, you know, to make sure this thing is like 100. The truck stop ain't nothing but like 100 feet away, 100 yards away. So, you can't drive like that. You know, so it's glass on the step deck of the trailer, and I'm sitting there like, man, what in the world? So as I get there, I back up into a parking space, and I'm like, man, what in the world just happened? So I'm sitting up there, as soon as it happened, I called Landstar. I need to speak with somebody. Now this happened at 5:15 in the evening. So since it was like 5:15 in the evening, everybody done went home. So I'm calling customer service. I done tried to call the agent. The agent ain't picking up the phone. I'm like, man, I forgot what it was. Some agent out of California. And so I'm thinking like, man, yeah, he should still be in the office. I called this dude 5 times. Now I called customer service. I called the, who else did I call? Like when you have a wreck or something. I called the safety department. I called the safety department, and I called the claims department. And so I told them about it. And so then I called one of my other buddies, and he was like, yeah, man. So I'm thinking I'm about to like lose my job and everything. And I'm thinking to myself like, man, this is like about to be just horrific, horrendous. You know, because I ain't never had nothing like that happen to me before. So, thank God we got insurance. He was like, yeah, man, that's what insurance used for. That's what we use insurance for, because stuff happens like that you can't control. And so, it's a good thing you got insurance, you know, make a claim about it, and you should be good. So, that's what I did. I made a claim about it, and I told claims about it. And, you know, told them what happened to the tractor. So then I delivered the tractor, and I was like, man, I had to sweep up all the glass and stuff like that first while I was at the truck stop. Then I delivered the tractor. And as I delivered the tractor, I pull up and I'm like, man, what are these people gonna think? Like, man, I don't know what they're gonna think. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I pulled up, backed up, and dude was like, so how many you got for us? I told him, yeah, I got like one or two. I don't forget. But anyway, it was like, he was like, yeah, they get here safe and sound. I was like, well, the window broke out of one of them. And he was like, oh, okay. He said, well, just write it down on your bill of lading that the window broke out. He was like, yeah, it happens all the time. I was like, what? This happen all the time? He was like, yeah, man, and this window right here is like $4,200. This front window is like $4,200. And I'm sitting there like, what? This happens all the time? And I'm sitting over here like my blood pressure running up. Running my pressure up. You know, and this happens all the time. Boy, I was so relieved, but I was so ready to get that load off of my truck. Like, man, it be some loads like that, like you just be ready to just get like, man, I'm so ready to just deliver this load and get it over with. So that right there was that in a nutshell. So then, so this week, man, I had to go get my Landstar not trailer inspection, but truck inspection done. Passed with flying colors. You know, wasn't nothing wrong with the truck. Everything is just up to par. And there's a couple dudes there. They always compliment me on my truck because it's like, you know, it's first of all I make sure I clean it, and then after I clean it and everything. You know, I try to do preventative maintenance on my truck to make sure my truck ain't gonna be all, you know, all over the place. So, to make sure it's in good standing and stuff like that. Well, what else I was gonna say? Yeah, so had to do that, and man, these freight rates out here, man, woo. Woo-wee! But are they trying to, hey, hey, I had to sit and think about, like, man, do I really want to take this, or do I just want to wait? And so it's kind of like a gamble. And it's not like this all the time, but it's kind of like, man, do I want to take this, do I want to wait? And then some of the loads, like I'm hauling step deck, and then some of the loads, it's like, some of the loads, I could have taken if I would have had. And I got 6-foot drops. I got 4-foot drops and 6-foot drops. So I need some 8-foot drops, which I'm about to get some 8-foot drops next week. So, man, I ran up on a deal. Your boy done ran up on a deal. I'm telling you. You know them pocket winches that you put inside of the inside of the pockets of the trailer or whatever. So so this dude, he was doing step deck, it said that he wasn't gonna do it no more. So I was like, cool, you ain't gonna do it no more? I was like, what all equipment you got? This dude had bought a headache rack. Now he went out and bought $5,000 worth of stuff and then decided he wasn't gonna do it. So he's selling his stuff pennies on a dollar. And so I was like, man, like, he was like, man, I just don't even want it no more. I don't even care. You know, I was just trying to get a little bit of money out of it. So he had just sold his headache rack for like $400. He paid $1,000 for that. Then he got and then he had straps and stuff. So I love having like more than enough. And so he had straps. He had these winches with it. Man, he sold me them. He had 18 straps. Sold them things to me for $10 a piece. Brand new, never been used. Then he sells them pocket winches to me for $10 a piece also. Then after he sold the pocket winches to me, he gave me what are those things? Edge protectors. Gave me some brand new edge protectors, like a whole stack of these things. You know, gave me the brand new edge protectors. After he gave me the edge protectors, he gave me he had like 2 things, like probably like 200 bungees. He done gave me these bungees, and I love bungees. So okay. All right. Yeah, so so all this stuff, man, this dude he done sold me all this stuff, and just after I gave him the money, he was like, man, just whatever. So I think I paid like $180 for all that stuff, and he hooked me up with some of it. He hooked me up with all of it, but was just throwing stuff in there at the end because he was just wanting to get rid of it. I was like, hey, here you go, man. And so at the end of the day, I ended up giving like 5 of those pocket winches, and 5 or 6, and I had like 18 of those 4-inch straps. Had like 18 of those brand new, brand spanking new. But yeah, man, if you ever have an accident when you're Landstar, if you ever have an accident or something happens to the cargo, you need to make sure that you call the cargo. I mean, the loss prevention, the cargo, the claims department. I don't have it sitting right here in front of them, but also that is in your book that you get too. Like Landstar gives you a book with different information in it on what you need to do, how you need to do it. They also give you a securement book too, and so it's a lot of information that they give you. You know, and sometimes, man, people will call me about the information. They'll be like, "Hey, you know what? That information is in that book they gave you." You know, and cause you know, if people give me something, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it, because I try to make sure that I'm reading something. You know, and then also, man, I don't care where I don't care if you come to Landstar or if you I don't care. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're at Landstar or if you're at Prime or Mercer. It don't matter if you're working a factory job or working at Crystal's or McDonald's. You better make sure you read the handbook, because if you don't read the handbook, guess what? You're going to be up the creek without a paddle. You need to know what you can and cannot do. You need to know what they can and cannot do. You need to know what's expected of you when something happens. Now, that handbook been up here for the longest, and, I could have found the information out in there, exactly who to call, what to do, but I was in the moment when it happened, to be truthful, which I just panicked, because I was like, man, you got this expensive tractor up here and the front window just broke out of the thing by a rock, and I'm like, what in the world? And it's in my possession, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my name to be bad, so but the information is up there. All you got to do is make the phone call. So they called me a couple of times to get the pictures and everything. I had took pictures of it, and I'm going to show you the pictures if I haven't already showed you the pictures. But they called me a few times, and then they called me the last time to let me know, hey, look, they just did a claim on it. So, hey, that was that. So, thank God for insurance. So, also, man, if you're thinking about coming to Landstar, don't think too much longer. Make it a decision. Come on over to the promised land. Make sure you give the crossing agency a call, or AKA GAD, at 844-899-7919. 844-899-7919. You do that for me, I certainly appreciate it. Oh, you know I will. So, going back to what I was going to say earlier, there are certain things that will keep you from getting certain loads. Like, the loads are out here, but you just got to be prepared to get the loads. So, and there are certain things that will keep you from getting certain loads if you don't have your stuff together. So, number one, like if you have a step deck or a flatbed and you don't have any ramps, need to make sure that you invest in getting you some ramps. Because I done seen about 5 loads that was paying real good. If I would have had ramps, guess what? It would have been gravy. I would have been able to take that load. So I shot myself in the own foot by not having any ramps. But guess what? Everything comes in time. With me doing, coming up doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be able to, get some ramps and everything like that. So number 2 is they have a lot of loads that sometimes have to be tarped. Every load don't have to be tarped. Like, I'm going to pick up a load now, it doesn't have to be tarped. All I got to do is just chain it down or strap it down, and then once I chain it down, strap it down, take it down to Florida, or take it wherever I'm taking it to, also, if I done had about 5 or 6 loads. Also, just today, that's been right here ready to be picked up. If I would have had 8-foot tarps, because it was pretty big equipment. If I would have had 8-foot tarps instead of just a 6-foot tarps, guess what? Man, it would have been gravy. I could have been picked up a load, it could have been gone, and everything could have been making money. And so sometimes it's good to make that investment in the best, so that you don't have to keep, missing out on money. And it'll pay for itself in probably like a month or so. Like this stuff, it'll pay for itself in like a month or so. So like with me having ramps, with me having 8-foot drops or 10-foot drops, you know, like it's probably almost rare that you see somebody with need a 10-foot drop, but for the most part, you need them 8-foot drops. That's what I've been seeing here. If you're gonna be tarping something, I done seen stuff for smaller than that, like having a 4-foot drop or having a 6-foot drop. But for the most part, if you got an 8-foot drop, guess what? Boom. So actually, you know what? The guy that I was telling you about earlier that I went and got the stuff from, I didn't have enough cash on me at the time. But this dude said he got like, this dude, I was looking at the tarp. This dude used the tarp one time. He bought the tarp, the 8-foot drop for $1,000. And it's those lightweight tarps too. So bought the thing for $1,000. Guess how much he's selling to me for? Just take a wild guess. Just put it right there in the comment section. Guess how much he's selling it to me for? Guess how much? Guess how much? Boom! You guessed it. $200. So I'm going to go get those things. So, you know, I always tried to, like back when I was in college, man, I used to have this like little saying with me and my homeboy, my roommate. We used to be like, man, we get everything for free or half off. Why? Because we got that favor on our life. We got the favor of God on our life. Favor ain't fair, but it's just. Favor ain't fair, but it's good. And I thank God for the favor. So, yeah, man. So, about to go pick up these tarps probably in like a week or two whenever I get to the house. Well, I'll be at the house whenever he gets to the house. So, our time and stuff got to match up. But whenever he gets to the house or I get to the house, or whatever, time match up, guess what? I'm going to be getting that tarp. So, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And just to let you know again, my book is out. And I appreciate everybody who has taken the time to purchase my book and really give me some feedback. Everybody seems to be loving it. I haven't got one bad comment yet. And I try to tell people, hey, look, if you don't like the book, let me know. If you don't think you think it's just poor, you know, verbiage or whatever, let me know. Because guess what? With you critiquing me, that's gonna make me better. So make sure that you go get a copy of the book, More Than a Conqueror. I greatly appreciate it. And also, if you want to, well, I'm not gonna put that out there. But yeah, let me go ahead. Also, I'm getting ready to do an audio book for the book also. And so when I do the audio book, I know a lot of my trucker friends, man, if I had an audio book, man, I'd get the thing. But hey, it's right now, the only thing that's in my way is just time. And so when I go home or whatever, I need to find about 4 hours in my schedule. Probably have to be late at night or in the middle of the night where I can hook up with somebody at the studio. And that way I can, you know, do the audio book or whatever. And so with me doing the audio book, I'll be able to let people, you know, listen to the book also. So, alrighty, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Y'all stay 100. Make sure you do what you gotta do. Make sure you be the best that you can be. You know, and when you see me in the street, holler at your boy. Guess what? This your boy L Boogie riding in the Night Rider. You know I'm blessed in the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you?